Pendant que nous souhaitons la bienvenue aux athlètes, représentant la vitalité et la joie de vivre du peuple acadien de l'île du Prince-Édouard, as we welcome the athletes representing the vitality and spirit of the Acadian people of PEI, it's time for our very own kitchen party. Veuillez accueillir, please welcome, Gadel. Veuillez accueillir, please welcome, les athlètes des Jeux d'hiver du Canada 2023, the athletes of the 2023 Canada Winter Games.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome here to the closing ceremonies live from the 2023 Canada Winter Games. Tonight, we are at the Eastlink Center in Charlottetown. What a 2 weeks it's been. Week 1, week 2, both showing so much greatness and memories being made here by these athletes. As you see, Alberta coming in, led by Charlize Madillo, the flag bearer. Charlize is a judo athlete. A lot of experience. She is gold and silver medalist here in the Canada Winter Games. So lots of gold medals to her name all around Quebec, all around Ontario, and member of the Elite National Championships in Edmonton. So what a bright future for her. But there you just see the Blue Jackets coming in. It's been 1 week for the memory books. I had the opportunity to see lots of these athletes in person and take on their sports individually, and to see them all together like this, it's very special. See the flags in hand, the dark blue. They've had a big presence here in PEI for the last 2 weeks. Those Blue Jackets, lots of great young athletes coming out of Alberta. Great crowd on hand here at the Eastlink Center to celebrate the festivities as we say goodbye to these week 2 athletes. Great spirit there from Team Alberta. Waving their flags high and proud. Great banner there by Team Alberta as well, thanking Prince Edward Island, and very nice gesture by them just to show their appreciation from the hospitality that Prince Edward Island has shown over the last 2 weeks. But here we go. British Columbia coming in now, headed up by Roxy Coatsworth. Alpine skiing. Roxy's the top U16 alpine skier in Canada. Entered the 2022 Canada Winter Games with high expectations and exceeded them, sweeping the alpine events with 4 gold medals and winning her races with impressive margins. She won every single individual run, taking home gold in Super G slalom, giant slalom, and ski cross events. So very impressive as these BC athletes. Not a short distance to get from British Columbia to Prince Edward Island, and fighting 4 time zones, and didn't slow them down one bit as you see the big smiles on their faces and the excitement in the air. You see teammates sticking together with their arms around each other, waving their flags high in the air with provincial pride, and you certainly feel it here in the atmosphere tonight as all these athletes representing their provinces and territories. And you see the Yellow Jackets look to make their way in. The Bison Province, Manitoba, or as they call themselves this week, Team Toba. You see it right there on their jackets, on the shoulder, and the opportunity to meet a lot of coaches and support staff from various Manitoba teams, and we're so excited to be here. They are led tonight by flag bearer Chyler Sanders from Manitoba. Chyler's an archery athlete, hit the podium every single matchup here at the 2023 Canada Games. 18 years old from Winnipeg, bringing home 2 medals, so very, very impressive for Chyler. Chyler started shooting competitively in 2017. She medaled at the 2018 Manitoba Winter Games, the 2018 Nationals, and Youth and Masters Pan Am Championships. So certainly very impressive for Chyler. What a presence this Team Manitoba had. Pretty hard to miss them in those bright yellow jackets, and absolutely wonderful performances by this whole team, and saw them all around the games quite a bit. Even if they weren't competing, they were taking in some other events, and that's so important here at the Canada Winter Games. Crowd really getting into this here now, making lots of noise as we see the flags waving around the Eastlink Center. There you see Team Manitoba now in their lap. Great applause from the crowd, showing their appreciation for all these young athletes, and they certainly deserve it. So Team Manitoba has entered the building. Great to see Team New Brunswick coming in now. Waving their flags high and loud. The dark green jackets here this week, but lots of them with those yellow, red, and blue flags. Not hard to pick them out from far away. See the big Canada Games flag being waved throughout the whole team coming in here. Nice gesture there, you see from Team New Brunswick at the front of the line, a sign that simply says thank you. Nice sign of respect by Team New Brunswick. As a reminder, over 5,000 athletes, 5,000 volunteers making these games possible. In a province of approximately 140,000, that's a lot of people. So PEI, great job. And these athletes certainly very appreciative for all the effort you've put forward and putting these games on, and what a wonderful job they've done. So we saw British Columbia come out here a couple teams ago. Now we have the opposite coast, Newfoundland and Labrador coming in. Always a fan favorite here and getting a big applause. It's Newfoundland and Labrador wearing those signature gray toques. I've had those on all week, and there you see a couple Labrador flags as well. Very special, showing that Labrador pride. I had the pleasure of visiting there some years back, and great people. So representation from coast to coast in Newfoundland and Labrador. Newfoundland and Labrador with those dark red jackets and the gray toques. Waving that gear loud and proud. You see all of them with an individual flag as they head in. And once again, it's such a nice gesture seeing that sign. Thank you for being a volunteer. And to you, we say you're welcome.
Northwest Territories.
So here's Northwest Territories coming in now.
Brady Stable, badminton.
So Brady Stable, badminton athlete, carrying that flag in for the Northwest Territories. Northwest Territories with those blue jackets and signature white pants. You can't miss them. They are full of spirit here tonight. You see all the athletes dancing, and the last three here in the back just making the most of their last time here at the Canada Winter Games. Great representation from Northwest Territories. You see them all filing in. Quite a few athletes coming. And that team, and here they come. Team Nova Scotia. Waving those flags loud and proud is Team Nova Scotia. Some great performances here this week. Winning gold today at noon. And men's curling, as Team Kayla McIsaac was able to secure the job there with the gold medal, and we saw him walk in, one of the first to walk in. But today it's all about the team. It's not about medals. It's just about showing your provincial pride, and Nova Scotia certainly showing that here today with their flags and their light blue jackets. That's what makes these Canada Winter Games so special. You see great coaches and support staff there at the back coming in and joining the festivities. Andrew Paris, Laurie Lancaster on hand. Just terrific energy in the building here. What a way for these athletes to finish their journey here in PEI at these Canada Winter Games. Games have gotten so much support from around the province, and an opportunity for many sports fans here in PEI to take in some new sports, perhaps some that we don't see very often. I had the pleasure of calling some slope-style skiing as well as snowboarding, and great contingent from PEI to take that action in. Here's Team Nunavut coming in now. Team Nunavut with those red jackets and yellow toques, showing great spirit here. Talk about a long journey to get here, and traveling all the way to the Maritimes from Nunavut. That's a big trip. So major props to all these athletes, and not only just making the trip, but getting here and trying to compete at the highest level. They did such a wonderful job at that, did Nunavut, and they're certainly proud here. So Nova Scotia gets the full lap in, and they'll be joined here by Team Nunavut momentarily. There you see Team Ontario in the bright red coming in now, led by flag bearer Chloe Huang. And what a week it's been for her. I had the pleasure of calling her games as she's been in unpalpable in badminton during the 2023 games. I witnessed some of her gold medals and taking home the women's singles, also taking home the doubles competition as well. So huge week for Chloe. It's mixed doubles as well as Ontario winning the team competition as well in badminton. So such a bright future for her. I was joined by Alex Bruce on the broadcast, a team manager here with Team Ontario, and she was talking about just the potential that Chloe has in the sport. So great to see her here in PEI in 2023. So many athletes coming in from Ontario. Such a big province, and certainly lots of representation here for this Ontario team at the Canada Winter Games. So we see the last of the Ontario athletes coming in. What a large contingent of athletes from the province of Ontario. Great performances. I had the pleasure to see them win silver in mixed doubles curling, and they were playing for bronze today in men's curling. Just looked like every sport you looked at, Ontario is in the hunt, so they should be very proud of themselves. And so much more than medals here at the Canada Games. It's about meeting new friends, creating lifelong, lasting memories. And you can certainly see all the athletes out here now just really with a big smile on their face, clapping their hands, taking it all in. So Ontario about to file in now, finding their spot in the surface area. So here comes Team Quebec. Team Quebec led by Frederick Levine, who's a judo athlete, as well as Arden Hopkin. Archery. Excuse me, that's Emile Pichet for alpine ski for Quebec at the front. So 2 flag bearers here at these closing ceremonies. Lots of pride on this Quebec team all week, and we saw in the opening ceremonies they had their cowboy hats on and lots of different outfits, and they certainly have just as much energy here tonight at the closing ceremonies. You see Team Quebec now finishing up their line as they make their way into the arena. Lots of waves, lots of appreciation from this Quebec squad. You see a great look at it. The floor is starting to fill in here with athletes. So Quebec in the dark blue and black making their way in. See lots of flags tied around their necks and showing the pride here at the Canada Winter Games. Large contingent as well from Quebec. They did so well this week and so many different sports. Here's Team Saskatchewan coming in now. So here's Crystal Shuchuk coming in now. The flag, cross-country skier. Bronze medal winner in the para-sit-ski 5-kilometer interval event. And 4-time Canada Games participant. You love to see that, and what an honor to have the flag here. Leading the pack with these token green jackets that we see so often from Team Saskatchewan. With the pleasure of traveling to Saskatchewan many times over my life, and to say they have a passion for sports is the understatement of the year. So great for this team to be able to come in and compete so well, and they certainly did that. Saskatchewan making the long trip around the outside and get them settled in their spot. Floor really filling up here. You can just tell it's going to be a party in here tonight. So many dancers already and so much high energy in the room. Saskatchewan with quite a large contingent here of athletes in PEI this year for these Canada Winter Games. coming in next.
Jamie Hinchey, judo, and Michael Sumner, Special Olympics figure skating.
Team Yukon sporting the token purple. They make their way in here. Jamie Hinchey and Mike Sumner. Hinchey being 16 years old, a judo athlete, and won Yukon's first medal in judo since 2007 when the games were hosted in Whitehorse. So very exciting for them. It's been a huge 2023 games. Great tenacity and several wins over the country's best judo competitions. So congratulations to Jamie and Mike Sumner. Mike's the Special Olympics figure skater, represented the Yukon for his third and final time at the 2023 Canada Games. What an honor to finish up your career and take that flag in. So huge congratulations to both these flag bearers here. Take that flag in. So huge congratulations to both these flag bearers here. To both these flag bearers here. There you see Yukon filing in now, those old school white toques. You love to see those purple jackets. Well, there you see Team Prince Edward Island making their way in here to the East Link Center. Great crowd support all week as they wear those token dark green and white jackets. Led by Lucas McDonald, 17-year-old judo athlete, as well as Aiden Hopkin, 15 years old, and from archery. Lucas became a silver medalist in the 81 plus kilograms division, PEI's first medal winner of the 2023 Canada Games. Donald's been involved in the sport for 7 years, so not a long time, so congratulations on that medal. It was certainly exciting news here as us locals watched on, so congratulations. Also, Arden became PEI's second medalist of the 2023 Games. He claimed the bronze in men's recurve archery, so that's pretty impressive, as Arden is very new to the sport. Only been training and competing for about a year. It's so exciting here as everybody gets the opportunity to compete and perform at their best on the big stage. See Team PEI making the trip around, getting lots of support and waves from all these spectators on hand to take in this event. Lots of high fives all around from all these athletes supporting each other, no matter what team you're on. So there you have it. The teams are in here at the closing ceremonies of the 2023 Canada Winter Games.
Applaudissons les athlètes des Jeux d'hiver du Canada 2023. Let's hear it for the athletes of the 2023 Canada Winter Games.
Welcome to Canada.
Le président du Conseil d'administration des Jeux du Canada. Please welcome Chair of the Board of the Canada Games Council, Evan Johnston, accompagné par la championne olympique en patinage de vitesse et ancienne des Jeux du Canada, along with Olympic champion speed skater and Canada Games Vice Chair, Katrina Lemay-Doan.
It's been a transformative and exhilarating 2 weeks at the 2023 Canada Winter Games. History was made and barriers were broken here in PEI. You've all sparked greatness in ways that will ripple out from these shores and inspire generations to come.
From far and wide, thank you for showcasing your blood, sweat, and maple syrup with the nation. Some of you have lifted medals, but all of you have lifted a country. Congratulations to all of you. Félicitations à tous et à toutes. Vous avez représenté vos provinces et territoires avec honneur et rempli de fierté les communautés de partout au Canada.
Congratulations, and thank you to the 2023 Host Society for an absolutely breathtaking experience at the 2023 Canada Winter Games. Our thanks as well to the mission teams and our government, corporate, and sport partners for your support and collaboration. And most importantly, we are forever grateful to the tireless volunteers at the heart of these games and to the communities across PEI for your passion and hospitality. Merci beaucoup.
The cauldron will soon be extinguished, but the games never truly stop. Wherever you go from here, I hope you carry a small piece of the Canada Games with you always. Vos parcours dans le sport et dans la vie ne cessent de nous inspirer. Nous avons très hâte de voir ce que l'avenir vous réserve. You will forever be a part of the Canada Games legacy.
We see thee rise and rise and rise, and we all rise with you.
Si vous le pouvez, veuillez vous lever pour l'interprétation de notre hymne national. If you are able, please rise and welcome, under the direction of Don Fraser, the Confederation Center of the Arts Youth Chorus in the singing of our national anthem, O Canada.
When gills set in and temperatures fall, it can slow you down to a crawl. And when the power goes out, it's so quiet and so loud. The wind's blowing in somehow to knock your house down. Big waves of murky waters, snow beating sons and daughters. Hold on a little longer, stronger than you know. Stronger than you know. I know that feeling of fear and doubt. You're stuck inside. There's no way out. Tell when the power goes out. It's so quiet and so loud. The wind's blowing in somehow to knock your house down. Big waves of murky waters, snow beating sons and daughters. Hold on a little longer, stronger than you know. Tell when the power goes out. It's so quiet and so loud. The wind's blowing in somehow to knock your house down. Big waves of murky waters, snow beating sons and daughters. Hold on a little longer, stronger than you know. You always need more money, there's never enough time. I know you got nobody, there's a lot of love. You got nothing but troubles on your worry mind. I know you got nobody. Sound when the power goes out, it's so quiet and so loud. The wind's blowing in somehow that could knock your house down. And big waves of murky waters, snow beating sons and daughters. Hold on a little longer, you're stronger than you know. Sound when the power goes out, it's so quiet and so loud. The wind's blowing in somehow that could knock your house down. And big waves of murky waters, snow beating sons and daughters. Hold on a little longer, stronger than you know. Stronger than you know. Hold on a little longer, stronger than you know. Stronger than you know. Hold on a little longer, stronger than you know.
Veuillez accueillir, please welcome, the Chair and the CEO of the 2023 Canada Games, Wayne Carew, Ryan McFeely, and Team PEI members Renee Chapman and Hayden Ford.
Bonsoir, tout le monde. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the closing ceremonies of the 2023 Canada Winter Games. It's been a great 16 days of competition, don't you think? Well, Brian, we started planning this 5.5 years ago, and time certainly flies by, and we got a lot of people that we'd like to thank. But I want to start with the sponsors who make this happen. The Government of Canada, the Province of Prince Edward Island, but our corporate sponsors. We actually spend $54.2 million to put on the Canada Games. But we really need to make sure that the private sector and the municipal sponsors make up the difference. And they are going to make up a difference of $9.2 million, and we're really excited about that. Thank you very much to everyone, all our sponsors.
À nos parents, nos familles, nos amis et nos proches, merci. Merci pour votre soutien au cours des Jeux. On ne pourrait pas faire ceci sans vous. On vous aime et on vous apprécie. And to those of you who us athletes get to call mom and dad, we thank you for your support over the whole course of the training.
To our staff, to our board of directors, to our board of management, to our game services committee who have led the charge, thank you, thank you, thank you for your countless hours and late nights over the last number of years. Your dedication has not gone unnoticed. We see you, we appreciate you, and we thank you for all you have done.
À tous les insulaires qui nous ont appuyés, vous avez créé une expérience inoubliable, unique et chaleureuse pour nous et nos amis de partout au Canada. Merci. Thank you to all the Islanders.
What would the Canada Games be without the volunteer movement? Brian, we've got our board of management who came on board with us and the board of directors over 5 years ago. We've got 350 planning volunteers and their committees who helped make that happen and traveled all over the province to make this Games what it is today. But really, the Games Time volunteers, that army of 5,000 volunteers who made that happen, I would like... Words cannot express our thank you to the faces that Canadians will remember for decades to come of those smiling volunteers. So there's no better way to show our appreciation than a good old Prince Edward Island standing ovation. So let's hear it. So, merci, merci, merci. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
It's been an absolutely amazing 2 weeks, and we certainly couldn't have done it without all of you. Let's take a look at key highlights of our Games volunteers. And always remember, we'll always leave the light on for you, Canada. You're always welcome back.
Alors que les Jeux ici à Lille prennent fin et que le drapeau sera remis aux prochains Jeux du Canada à Terre-Neuve et Labrador, nous célébrons les liens qui nous unissent entre amis d'une île à une autre. As the games here on PEI come to a close and we prepare to pass the flag to the next Canada Games in Newfoundland and Labrador, we celebrate our connection with our friends, island to island. Veuillez accueillir, please welcome, Chris Gallant.
Not too long ago, You still saw 5 o'clock on the clock. The only light lighting the dark, no spark.
Flag to the next Canada Games in Newfoundland and Labrador, we celebrate our connection with our friends, island to island. Veuillez accueillir.
But covet your bed, and your head won't stop yelling, telling you it's too early, too cold, too dark, too loud, that you're allowed to hit snooze again, then choose to take a day off, but you don't. You never do. Never did. Nah, you pushed up, sat up, rose and chose the grind, told your mind to mind its own business. Your decision is based on a vision to success, unrest until you write the history of who you want to be. You let some days you wanted to throw that alarm clock into the sun, let it melt into the million excuses why you didn't need to be the one, but here you are. I guess you left that little lighthouse on. So take it in. Tie this memory to a balloon and watch it float into space, usually reserved for wildest dreams. Let's paint 1,000 words with every emotion celebrating on the tip of your tongue. Let's auction it off to the museum growing inside that chip you house in your shoulder. Let's hang it in your butterflies exhibit. With a hammer you forge from all the pressure you've been under. Let's craft homemade thank you cards to every goosebump who stood up for you. Let's break more sound barriers fueled by the magic of all the role models who believe in you. Let's staple these receipts to postcards and mail them to each individual moment of doubt who bet you'd never make it here. Let's watch your highlight reels on movie projectors, running off the light, escaping from your smiles. Let's give your air miles to every bottle of Gatorade who emptied their tanks for you. I know those electrolytes are tired too. Let's go to McDonald's. Yeah. Unless you're like allergic or something, don't do that. Maybe try Dairy Queen. It's just you've been hungry for success long enough. How about today you have a happy meal? Let's live in the idea you tattoo your most beautiful memories in the moments between the expected. Let's dance under the spotlight of that alarm clock, that lighthouse who guarded you when you were dark, that brought you here. Let's hear it for here, this beautiful host province, Prince Edward Island. Prince Edward Island, the destination that's always been on the horizon. Even if some days it's been guarded by Poseidon, because it hasn't always been blue skies, but it'd be the goal you see when you rise and when you close your eyes. Now I want you to remember this light is always going to stay on for you. But just remember the ocean blue it's a pretty big place. And there's more lighthouses out there calling you on shore, so go explore. And maybe it will bring you to Newfoundland and Labrador to support the Summer Games in 2025. Or maybe you'll go on to discover your own new found land. Just remember from me, you paint your future the color you want it to be. So raise the flag on your ship and enjoy the journey. Congratulations again, and thank you.
Est-ce que vous êtes là? Charlottetown, are you guys here? Charlottetown!
Portant le drapeau des Jeux du Canada, carrying the Canada Games flag, veuillez accueillir, please welcome, the Premier of PEI, the Honorable Dennis King. Now being passed to PEI athletes, Maddie McNeil, biathlon and cross-country skiing. Solin Lee, fencing. Matthew Mayhood, boxing. And Yi Peng, women's hockey. Alors que l'on vous invite toutes et tous à Saint-Jean, Terre-Neuve et Labrador en 2025, as we invite you all to St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador in 2025. Au nom de tous les bénévoles, le président et le directeur général des Jeux 2023 remettent le drapeau des Jeux du Canada à la prochaine communauté d'accueil. On behalf of all the volunteers, the chair and the CEO of the 2023 Games, Wayne Carew and Brian McFeely, will now hand over the flag to the hosts of the 2025 Canada Summer Games. Le drapeau est maintenant remis au président du Conseil des Jeux du Canada, Evan Johnston. The flag is now being passed to Canada Games Council Chair Evan Johnston. Et maintenant, le drapeau sera remis au coprésident de la Société hôtesse des Jeux du Canada 2025. And now the flag is passed to the co-chairs of the 2025 Canada Games Host Society, Kim Keating and Carl Smith. And the athletes from the Team Newfoundland and Labrador, Jeremy Jones, cross-country skiing. Jessica Wilcott, badminton. Parker Tipple, curling. And Maggie Gill, snowboard. Accepting the flag, the 2025 Canada Games, Minister of Tourism, Culture, Arts and Recreation, the Honorable Steve Crocker, le Mayor of St. John's, Danny Breen, and 2025 Canada Games CEO, Karen Sheriffs. Nous vous reverrons toutes et tous à la cérémonie d'ouverture des Jeux d'été du Canada 2025 à Saint-Jean, Terre-Neuve et Labrador. We will see you all again at the opening ceremony of the 2025 Canada Summer Games in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Veuillez maintenant accueillir, please welcome Dee Austin.
My name is Dee Austin, and I am a 17-year-old, multi-award-winning Indigenous singer-songwriter from Fall River. It is an honor to be here, and I just wanted to shout out everyone here. Shout out PEI. The hospitality is so great. Thank you so much to PEI. Round of applause for PEI. All right, this next song that I'm gonna perform for you guys, it is actually, today's the release day for it. So this is my newest single today. This is called Natural Born Original. And this goes out to all of you guys. keep looking for perfection, but you'll never find it. Trapped in a perfect cell like you yourself designed it. Look around, breaking out, it's not that hard to do, yeah. Look for the imperfections. I love the way you show your teeth a little when you smile. I love the way you wear your hand-me-downs in style. Oh, look around, look at me, I got my glitches too, yeah. I love the imperfections in you. Natural, natural, born original, and natural, born original. When I am weary, you're the one who keeps me going. When I get anxious, you show up and reassuring. Light me up, light me up, light me up and get me glowing. It'd be so dark without you. Natural, natural, born original, and natural, born original. Don't you ever change me, everything you are, yeah. Natural, born original. Look around, there's no one else like you. Look around, gotta be you, do you for you. Look around, there's no one else like you. Look around, gotta be you, do you for you, yeah. Natural, born original, natural, born original. Don't you ever change me, everything you are, yeah. Natural, born original, natural, born original. Don't you ever change me, everything you are, yeah. Natural, born original.
Merci d'avoir été des nôtres pour la cérémonie de clôture des Jeux d'hiver du Canada et du Prince-Édouard 2023. Thank you for joining us for the closing ceremony of the PEI 2023 Canada Winter Games. We will see you all again in 2025 for the Canada Summer Games.